fucking hot for the Guido bean roast.
Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna get
Your
right
face
into
looks
this
so
one.
fucking bright, by the way. I love it. You look like
You
an
want me to?
angel.
I
No,
can.
you look like an
I can.
angel. It looks
I can.
good.
I'm done.
Shut up. It looks good.
I'm not talking the rest
You
of the
look
podcast.
good. All right. Well, silent podcast. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, let's get
All
right
right.
into it.
So let's get right into it.
There's a couple of things I want to say before we talk about the main
the
subject.
meat and potatoes.
Okay, so influencers, basketball players, influencers, and I say I don't know how the fuck they're called influencers. First of all,
They should not be an influence. To be
they're
fair,
called influencers. They're fucking YouTube. You're fucking a kid that does internet shit.
they're not
You
fucking
make
kids. No,
you make.
they are a kid. You worded that weird. Be careful.
Mm,
Mm. Well, some of them might, but we don't want to throw accusations. That could be slander, right? You go to jail for
I,
that.
I don't give a fuck. So some of them are influencers, some of them are not. Some of them are just videos that watch. I don't even know what to call them. I don't think all of these
Stupid.
people are
Most of
influencers.
them are
Yes.
stupid.
So goes for
Ooh.
basketball players too. Okay.
Yep.
You are a basketball player. You get paid to play
Any athlete.
basketball.
Any athlete.
No one. Yeah, I just say basketball
Yeah.
because worldwide.
Right.
You get paid to play basketball. Do not talk about other shit. No one cares to hear it. That's exactly why I stopped watching ESPN for a long time. ESPN would talk about political shit.
Like we're there for that.
We are there for sports and sports
I'm telling you,
only.
man, hockey's the best because you don't hear hockey players' opinions. They don't. They
And
don't
I
talk about it.
100 completely agree with you. I cannot stand sports. Oh, we have this, you know, we were blessed to get put up here and see millions. Nobody only see you to play the sport that we like to watch: football, basketball, baseball, soccer, hockey, whatever. Okay,
We're looking at you, LeBron.
now, especially that motherfucker, dude. Especially that motherfucker. So on top of that, now YouTube stars are doing it.
All
I've
of
been
them.
given this platform to talk. No,
Twitch streamers
motherfucker.
too. Twitch streamers too.
Yeah, they're fucking
In fact, your
goddamn.
favorite Escape from Tarkov streamer, Clean, he made a little Twitter video saying, now's the time to speak up and talk and let your voices be heard. And he sounded so not authentic while saying it. It's like you're clearly just saying it because of like what, public pressure? You feel like you need to because your fans are going to get mad if you don't. No, we're not here for that. We want to
I
watch you
gotta
play
listen to this.
games. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's awful. I wish I could play it on here, but I don't have it set up because we're lazy. We're lazy.
Okay, no, okay, that
You
guy's an
see,
idiot.
yeah, right.
Literally a
I made it
fucking
20
retard.
seconds in, and I'm like, I can't. I can't.
I skipped around. I couldn't do it. So nobody cares about your platform.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry, whatever you want to call your platform about this. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Okay,
I
nobody
agree.
cares. Like,
For
just do
context, we're
your
talking
thing.
about the whole rioting situation. That's what we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about.
Exactly. Now, on the before we even if anybody sees this, before we get chastised for it, not saying that the writers are right, blah blah blah. The cop did wrong. The
100%.
cop
He's a
should be
murderer.
fired, and he murdered that guy.
He is a murderer,
In the
straight
handbook,
up.
it doesn't. Yes, exactly. I don't believe that. And you know what's funny is my best friend in the entire world that I was in the military with, that this, that, and this, he is a police officer. I have police stickers on the back of my car. I back the police. I back the military.
You were in the
110%.
military.
I was in the military. Back them. See, look.
Oh, support troops.
So the cop was wrong. The cop
100%.
was 100% wrong. Now, what makes it 10 times worse and completely not annuls it, but completely puts that in the background is the fucking rioters. If you're gonna protest, do it the right way. There was
Peacefully.
this. There's a cop that's out here that posted on Twitter. He said this: "I am here for you to be heard. No other reason. I am here because I also believe that police officer did wrong." He said, "You have to understand 99% of police officers believe he did wrong. They also believe that he should be fired and he should be put for charges. He said, "We are out here so you can be heard," meaning he's going to make sure nothing like starts, because this was a peaceful protest. Nothing starts. They're just out there. They're people too. Some of them have the same beliefs. They just abide by the law different ways.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Good.
they're
Ugh.
com- they're completely putting this murder, and I say murder because it was a murder,
It was
in
cold-blooded
the
murder.
shadows, because they are rioting, they are stealing, they are beating the shit out of people, they are fucking firing off guns. There's a video
Robbing
we can't.
family-owned
Family owned
businesses. Like,
businesses.
these are your neighborhoods.
Yes.
These are your neighbors, your peers, and you're stealing from them, ruining their businesses because you're mad about something.
Not even just their
And
businesses.
you're
You're ruining
rightfully
their
mad. Yeah, you're
lives.
destroying their whole livelihood.
You have the right to be mad. But and the thing is if you notice, white, black, and Hispanics are mad.
Yep.
So this whole thing of Black Lives Matter need to stop. It's all lives. Every single person in the United States is a living person. They matter. Instead of segregating ourselves by color now, like I guess I don't know if I said it like that, but now it's like black against white
It
and
is.
Mexicans against.
It's like
It
everybody's trying
needs
to
to
start
be
race wars with each other, as if
race
race
war,
even
definitely.
matters.
No, it doesn't. I am
It
fucking
should be not
brown.
brought up.
You are white. We get along great. I got, yeah. It's ridiculous.
I had no idea. Yeah, people say that race this, race that. If you want racism to go away, stop talking about it. Stop bringing it up in every possible situation. Stop using it as every argument possible is it's because I'm insert color. If you just
Well, the
talk
thing
about, well, it
is
happened because this guy
you'll
is wrong.
never stop racism.
Yeah, it's always going to be there.
It'll always be there. But
There's
if
no
you
way.
not unite as one and fucking teach from when they're young, it lessens the blows when certain shit happens.
Absolutely. I blame parents for 99% of problems nowadays. With
Absolutely.
the youthful generation, people like, I don't know, under 30, I guess. They're all so dumb. There's no other way to put it than they're just so dumb. And it
So
really comes down to these parents are stuck in their old ways from the 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever.
yeah.
And they pass on these stupid ideas to these kids. And the only people who are racist now is because their parents are racist.
hmm
That's like 90% of it.
So
So I
on
don't understand. I
my
really don't.
social media, I don't post political shit. I post memes and funny shit.
Because you're old,
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm old. So,
Very.
uh, excuse me. I
Ugh.
don't post political shit. So I posted the other day. I don't know if you can bring it up, can you?
I can't.
So I posted a meme the other day. Let me pull it up and see exactly what it says.
The
So I
Homer
posted
Simpson one?
the Homer Simpson one.
Classic. It's
It
classic.
has Homer Simpson like this, making
A special person.
a special
A
face. It
T-Rex
says
fa- a
a
T-Rex
T-Rex.
pose. He's got the short
Okay,
arms. You know what we're talking about.
short arm. It says, "Look at me. I robbed a Target to stop racism." So I made fun of it. So not too long after that,
It's so
I
good
get
too.
somebody that calls me trash. I
Someone,
replied,
you want to give context on who the person is or
the
no?
person is a
Family
family
member,
member that
not
is swing so far right that it's unbelievable. They're radical everything. Nobody's views but theirs matters,
gotta love it.
or their general population. So on that, I called a white guy, called my family members, and I called one of my closest black friends.
He's black,
I
by the way.
showed them the post. Every single one of them said, "Yeah, that's funny." The black guy, me and him had a little bit more in depth conversation. He's from North Carolina and he's Colin Kaepernick, raised the fist completely, everything. He had a great post actually too. And um, he said, no, he said, this is you. It's just funny. He goes, these people that are robbing people and rioting are ruining a great cause of the people that are private or that are silent protesting for, George Floyd.
Yeah.
So I talked to him and talked to him and talked to him, and dude, we had a great conversation about it. He did, like I said, he did post something that I didn't agree with. I'm not going to chastise it for him. That's his fucking
Yeah, you can
his
feel
his
however you want.
his thoughts,
Yeah.
and I can read his post because if you look at it that way, it is that. I mean, I guess it's something that he believes, and it's fine. What did he say?
I think the whole thing comes down to like people. Obviously, people are allowed to be angry about the whole situation. It's just that people are taking it so far, and so they're taking it in such a wrong direction that like your points are being invalidated by your actions. Like you want people to see you as like we're equal, blah blah blah. Of course, we all know that by now. The vast majority of the population knows that color does not matter. We're all equals here. And you're making people feel otherwise by looting stores, destroying neighborhoods, raiding the police station of the city you're in and burning it. Like it's bizarre. And
The thing is
I
they're
don't
not
get
even
it.
destroying. Okay, they're destroying a lot of big corporations, which is like better than destroy. I wouldn't say better,
It's
but
not
I'd
good.
say it's not good. But they're destroying less. I mean, they're still destroying small businesses. Like it just, dude, these still people got to learn. You're not understanding. Like even though it's a big business, and you're like, oh, they're racist. Big business. A lot of people say big businesses are racist. Well, guess what? Guess who works for the big businesses? People that need to go to work to survive.
I work at a Target, and I can 100% tell you, I am on the team that unloads trucks. So we get the freight, we unload it off the truck, we bring it out to the floor, and we put it on the shelves.
A
The
lot of,
whole
they're
team.
stopping.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I heard we closed like 180 targets around the
yeah.
country. But our job is to do the most basic. We're like the peons of Target, the lowest of the low. And I'm a white guy. It doesn't matter. There's quite a few white guys who have the lowest jobs possible, and every single higher up management position is non-white. There, I have a black boss. I have a, a very flamboyantly gay black boss, and a boss from Bangladesh who can hardly speak English, but he's the nicest guy ever. Nothing to do with color. Nothing. People can get a job wherever you want if you deserve it. So if you don't get a job and you think some big corporation is racist, you most likely just didn't get the job because you didn't qualify for the job. That's probably what it comes down to. And
Yeah.
you're hiding behind, oh, they're racist for your own lack of deserving of the job. You you didn't get it because of something that you did wrong. So instead of trying to push the blame, inwardly reflect and think about why you didn't get it for real instead of making excuses. Because 99%
Hmm.
of the time, that's what people are doing. They're making excuses. And
I
the
am.
easiest one to make is race. It's
It
the
is.
easiest excuse to make now.
I think it's absolutely fucking mind-boggling what's going on. These people are fucking stupid.
Yes,
They are stupid
they are.
beyond belief. And I tell you right now, if you know how they're shutting off highways in California, people are standing along the lines and
Yeah.
stopping traffic.
Yep.
I'm not stopping.
Did you? I saw a Twitter video of cops in New York. You know those fences that they put on the sides of roads to like to hold a line outside of a store if
Yeah.
there's a line going outside. Well, they grab a bunch of protesters grabbed one of those things, and it's like 8 feet long, maybe 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall, and they grabbed it and were holding it in front of a road like it was a shield to like block cars. and a cop pulls up in one of the police, I think it was an SUV or something, stops with his bumper touching the fence and just revs the engine and pushes them all forward. And what do these protesters do? They jump on top of the car and start kicking in his windshield of a cop. Well, you got balls, man. Like, this is how people get shot. And you wonder why they got shot.
Yep.
Like,
So there was this one thing that happened. It was a cop car, and he was literally trying to get around people, not running through people, swerving in and out of traffic. They threw skateboard at the back of his window. It broke, right? So then a guy jumps on top of the car. Well, the guy's like, "I'm leaving. Like, I'm not staying here," which is smart. So he drives off. Well, a guy fucking jumps off of his vehicle, loses his footing, slams his head on the ground, gets knocked out. And then there's a video camera, like the sky camera, and they're pointing at the guy like the cop did something wrong. You jumped on top of a moving car.
really, like, these
What
people,
did you think was gonna
they're
happen?
trying to blame the cops for everything right now. Like, dude, I feel so bad for the 99% of cops who were good, hardworking people who did it to protect their communities.
Uh-huh.
Because the vast, and I say vast majority of cops are good people. Easily, one in a
See,
thousand are probably
see,
shitty
God, I wish
people.
you could. I wish you can't show anything like screen. Make a
Nah,
quick screen share.
I don't think so.
What are you in OBS?
Nah, well, I have OBS open, but I'm getting your camera off Discord.
Okay, if you right click OBS and add scene, I want you to see this picture. This picture is
You know what you
phenomenal.
could do? You could,
What?
I don't know. I don't know how we could do it right now. We'd have to figure it out after.
Look at this picture. That's what we need.
You know what? We're gonna see my Discord now. We can kind of see it. No, not really. Not really at all.
That's what we need.
It's as big as I can make it. Well, that doesn't really help.
Here,
I can't even tell what it is.
open original.
Yeah, but it's not gonna show on. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see on the stream,
What it
unfortunately.
is a bunch of
It's a
protesters
bunch of protesters acting like normal fucking human beings. That's what it
stopping
is.
other making a fucking wall around cop, a cop,
A
so
singular cop.
nobody can get to him.
It's what, and I feel bad for a lot of the protesters too, because it's like,
They're getting a bad rep because of
yeah,
the other
because
ones.
there's a lot of people who just go out there to just be regular, peaceful protesters who want to make their opinion heard. But then there's these fucking lunatics who want to just take the opportunity to destroy shit and fucking steal and get things for free because, there's so much attention on all these people in the streets that they could easily get away with it. And on top of that, people are saying that it's like there's like this conspiracy going around that like undercover cops are inciting the riots, like they're starting it, which is
Of course,
like.
of course, they're gonna push the blame
And
on
then
other
and then
people.
I saw this one, I think it was a CNN article. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't surprise me if it was. But it was an article saying that one of the stores that got like vandalized and robbed and looted and whatever, uh 40 of the people were linked to white supremacy. Whatever the hell that means. How do you I want to know what the foundation of white supremacy is. Like, how are you linked to an ideology? Is it
The,
if you go on Twitter, you find their name, you type in their name, and then you search their tweets, and if they retweeted or like something with the N word in it, are they now a white supremacist? Like, where's your guidelines on what makes someone linked to white supremacy? What the
they
hell does
don't.
that mean? They're just using it as some kind of like assault on white people to put the blame somewhere else. As if it's not just the common human being on the street looting. No, it's got to be just white supremacists.
And you have to understand from the cops' point of view, they're on 100% full alert right now.
Yeah,
They want
dude.
to make it home to their family.
Yeah. People
I
forget
understand.
that cops are fucking people too. It's insane.
They're like, and the cops, and then you got people yelling at black cops saying, "You're with us. You're my color. What are you doing on that side?" He is doing his
He's a
fucking
cop. He's
job.
not a black guy. He doesn't
He's
identify
not
as a black guy. He identifies as a human being who just so happens to be a cop. What does color have to
yes,
do with that?
not a fucking thing.
Nothing.
Not a fucking thing.
Like, why are they?
These
They're
people are
like,
so they're fucking trash. These
it's
people are fucking
insane.
trash.
They're
If you're silent protesting and you're there to be heard on justice for this guy,
props.
I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Do it the right way.
Yeah,
If you're there looting and you're being a fucking idiot, I fucking believe you deserve fucking charges against you. And for fucking in San Antonio, it's happening right now. They got for looting. There, people are getting arrested in felony charges. Good.
good. Very good. That's what should be happening. People who are doing the wrong shit on the street
There's
should be getting charged. 100%.
gunshots and this, that, and
It's
this.
bizarre, dude.
It is.
It is
And then,
so
but I'm saying,
insane.
like I said, you got the fucking people online talking about it. You're just doing it to get videos and this,
You know,
that,
I
and
want to
this.
touch on that too. The
Go
fact
ahead.
that all these people are making these posts on Twitter and these little Twitter videos saying, "Oh, this is your God-given right to march and let your voice be heard." Blah 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 blah. I don't see you on the street. I don't see these people marching. They're just taking advantage of a bad situation and
So
like
people
a
watch it. Let
national
me.
crisis. Yeah, they're
You
taking
too.
advantage of a national crisis
You
so they
can
could
like, yeah.
side with the majority here and be like, "Oh yeah, I agree. I want your voices to be heard. Go out and protest. Donate to whatever." And it's like, I don't see you doing that. So you're telling people to do it and acting like you're so behind it, but you're not doing anything. And in a time where they're telling people now is the time to march, th- doesn't that apply to you too? If you really believe that, does that not apply to you too?
Yeah.
Like,
They're gonna say whatever. Like a lot of these YouTubers are gonna say whatever they want to get views and
mhm.
to get paid
That's what
off
it
of it.
is. They want
And
the views.
like, and that obviously that doesn't go for like sports like LeBron James and them.
Yeah, he don't need
But
it.
I still don't want to hear what the fuck you have to say because you're not a fucking political expert.
Yeah.
You're a fucking guy
Who's
that
really good at
talks about
basketball?
you talk about poverty, you talk about this, and you grew up in it. And the only reason, and I can almost for sure say this, the only reason that a lot of big sports members that make millions of dollars donate is because it's a fucking tax break.
And it makes you look good.
And it makes you look good. You got
It's
to have
good
good PR to have
publicity. Yup.
sponsorships, to have this. It's a tax break. You goddamn well know that your ass has all your fucking money and you're doing whatever the fuck you want. And the only reason you're doing it is to stay good in the eye. You know who didn't do that? You know who didn't stay good in the eye and said whatever the fuck they wanted? Dennis Rodman.
Oh man, what a lunatic! I love him.
Dude, Dennis Rodman was the fucking
He
man.
did not care. He's a
He did.
psycho.
He said whatever the fuck he wanted.
You
He
know,
unpopular opinion. He's fucking friends with Kim Jong Un or whatever his fucking name is.
I seen that. That's crazy, dude.
Unpopular.
You know
Yeah, dude. That
what?
guy.
You know who's a really good example of someone who is famous but actually cares about what they're talking about?
Who?
Ashton Kutcher.
I don't see much on him.
You know why? That's a good
Why?
point. You don't see much on him anymore because he quit acting, quit everything that he was doing so that he could start up some kind of foundation for helping uh, child trafficking because
Hmm.
he cares about
Defending
it.
defending children from sexual abuse.
Yes, he cares about it. So he put his whole life into doing what he can to help child trafficking.
And you know what's funny is you don't see much of that at
Yeah,
all. I've
you
never
you
heard of
don't.
that.
He doesn't talk about it. He doesn't try and publicize what he's doing because he just wants to do it out of the goodness of his heart. He doesn't make it some kind of public big show like, oh, look what I'm doing. Let's make a fucking reality TV show out of it or some shit. No, he's legit with it. He actually cares about
His
it.
Ashton Kutcher software helped rescue 6,000 children from sex trafficking.
That's a big difference. That's a
See,
difference.
this is what you see right here. You see a picture of LeBron James or anybody big, not even just LeBron, because I don't hate LeBron James.
Yeah, he's a great
He's a great
basketball
basketball
player.
player.
One
He's
of the
fucking
best
awesome.
ever.
Yes. But you're saying it over a ESPN post interview because you get asked those questions.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Ashton Kutcher, you post a picture of it. He's in the he's in an office in a court or in the fucking Senate or wherever.
Yeah. Because he's actually out there making making a
Yes.
difference. Straight up. That's someone who's like a straight up perfect role model. Especially because, to my knowledge, he's never really been a scandalous dude. He's never like
I
done shitty stuff, and then he did this whole thing to like uh, get rid of all the bad publicity and try and make better of himself. No, he just straight up did it because it was a passion of his.
these people are come back to it. These people are fucking trash, and you know I fucking don't want, and it sucks because like the coronavirus, not scared of going out. You're a cleanly person. You're fucking good. Walk out of your house. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't walk out of my house, going to a store, whatever.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't want my wife and kids going anywhere because if they have to go somewhere and my wife gets stuck and there's rioters and she's like, I'm just trying to do whatever I got to do. Now they've got a situation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it sucks because of that.
See, you live in the
Like I have to,
city, so it
yeah,
matters where you're at.
I
Me,
have to fucking carry
there's
a
no
note.
fucking yeah,
I have to carry. I work nights. So
yeah.
tomorrow night I have to make sure to have my ID, obviously for work either way, but I also have to get a badge because they can pull you over at any time and say, "Why are you out?"
Yep.
Because we have a citywide curfew. And I'm like, what? I have to show a
Rioters,
letter why
man.
I'm out? Fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah,
It
you're a
was
government
fucking.
worker too. You work for the
And you
post
know what's
office.
funny is everybody looked up to the United States. Donald Trump. Somebody's posted on Facebook. Donald Trump just tear gassed a group of peaceful protesters for a photo op. I
Donald
don't.
Trump
I don't
himself.
think. I don't. We'll find out right now.
That's a fucking clickbait title if I've ever heard one.
Donald Trump tear
You know what I want to ask
gas.
you real quick?
Huh.
Did you vote?
I did.
Are you willing to say who you voted for?
Absolutely.
Who
Fuck. I
did you
just went
vote
mind
for?
blank. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I just went mind blank. You know what's funny is he was black.
You voted for a black guy?
Yeah. I just went mind blank. Fucking a.
It's very common for old people. You know,
So what's
it
he's a
happens.
fucking he's a neuroscience guy or brain surgeon.
Brain surgeon.
Yes.
What? For the 2016 election?
Yeah.
Huh. I know nothing about who ran, so I don't know. So you didn't vote for Trump or
Oh,
Hillary?
I did not. Fuck. I would never. Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. He's he's in what does he do? What does he do now? Isn't he like something for education right now?
Yeah. I don't. I didn't keep up with it afterwards, but I would have. He was running.
What
I would
does
have
he
rather
do?
had Ben Carson win.
Yeah, I remember. I see. I don't
He's a
know anything
smart
about him.
guy. He would have surrounded himself by smart people. Hillary, she deserves to be in jail.
Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. That's what it is. Got it. So he's up in the government still to this day. You
Yeah.
go, brother. Yeah. The Trump hate, dude. The Trump hate. Anything on that Trump tear
Anything
gas?
that he says,
Dude, everything that he says
you
gets
know, and
turned into some kind of fucking weapon.
so what I was going to say a minute ago was the United States was looked upon by people at one point. Okay, there's a fucking great movie, and it's what does it say? It says, is the United States best uh best country in the world movie scene? Okay, so this it's called the newsroom. Okay, so if you listen to this guy, a college student asked, "Is this is the United States the greatest country in the world?" So people say yes, people say yes, and the other actor playing the newsletter goes, "Bullshit. We're not the greatest country in the world." And it says why. he says we're, so far behind in technology and reading and education and stuff like that, which is so fucking true. We focus so much on other shit that we don't focus on what should be happening in the United States. Like education should be number one. And now that, and I'm just saying this because we get looked down upon, because now that they're doing these riots, it looks
It's
even
adding fuel to the
fucking
fire. Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
And if you game with people like I do from all over the fucking world, like you do, when I have friends from Canada, McGuire, he says, "Oh yeah, why would I want to move to the United States? You guys, healthcare is shit. You guys this, you guys that, you guys fucking." And he's proving it right now. Our fucking rioters, and he's like, and it's fucking insane what the United States looks like as a whole right now. We came together, 20 years ago, 19 years ago, when the war became something and we were united as one. And
Mhm.
I don't think it would, do we have to have another catastrophic event, another terrorist attack, some type of fucking something to happen for everybody to open up their fucking eyes and see that we need to stop fighting each other?
Yeah. It's
We
insane.
are all in the same fucking goddamn country. How hard is it to get along, to do the right thing, and to make us thrive?
Apparently,
I,
for some people, it is very difficult. I have no problem being around any other person at all. I don't care who you are, what you look like. It doesn't matter. But for some reason, that's so hard for other people to feel that way. And they think some people think that the way to change that is to act like a complete dickhead to everyone else who doesn't agree with you. And it's
yeah,
so bizarre. It's like if you want to preach tolerance and, you know, the freedom to feel how you want and act how you want, and the whole I hate to touch on it again, but the whole gender thing where you can be whatever gender you want and
okay, that's
no,
different because
listen to
you
me,
can't be
listen to
whatever you
me,
can be.
listen
You're
to
a
me.
fucking asshole.
I know. But they want to preach that you can do whatever you want, feel however you want, and be whatever the fuck. But then when it comes to, yeah, but I don't agree with you, then it's like, oh, well, fuck you then. It's like, no, 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 no. You can't say you could do whatever and be whatever, but then, unless you disagree with me, no. You have to let everybody just do what they want to do. And just accept that some people are just not going to agree with you. That's it. You're never going to convince every single person to agree on one thing. So the only other option, if you want peace and tranquility and equality, is to let people do and feel how they please and just agree to disagree. That's it.
True. Why?
That's it.
Why?
That's all you got to
Yeah.
do.
No, you're right. Like, okay, so yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's
It's
not
fucking
hard.
ridiculous the way it is. I
It's
would,
not
and
hard.
and I wish a lot of people or people could be somewhat like a vast majority of gamers.
Dude, yeah.
There's black, white, yellow, fucking
We're
whatever
all
color you
kinds of
are.
everything.
We talk so much shit to each other, but most of us just fucking don't care, and it's just shit talk
Yeah,
to
it's
play
just
a fucking
fun.
video
It's just
game.
for fun. It's
And
to
like we
rile
all, and
up.
you get it, like I'm telling you, this Discord has a, like this Discord we're in has what I would say a fucking good majority of different races. You've got
Oh, yeah.
black,
We're all
you
over.
just in the top four people on Discord. We got white, we got Mexican, we got black, we got white. We got, go down a couple, we got a Canadian. Go down even further to UA. Fast forward,
Fucking
where's he from?
Russian?
Russian,
Ukrainian.
Ukraine,
Isn't he?
Ukraine,
I believe so. Yeah.
something like
Look at
that.
this. Look.
And
I'm showing the
every
stream. Me, white, Mexican, black, Mexican, white, Canadian, white, Ukrainian, Hawaiian. It's like, the list goes on here.
like if we were just to come together
Because
as
we're all
people,
gamers. We're
yeah.
all just
But if you were to come
gamers.
together as people, like it's not even just gamers. Come together as people.
Yeah. As
Like
like gamers do.
yeah, I don't know if you. Okay, so they say, everybody says like the Democratic and the Socialist literally only have their point of view and no other point of view at all. They won't hear open ears to anybody and open ears to that.
No, they want it their way and that. But to be fair,
Me, I
every
would
Potter's
consider,
like that.
no, see, that's I. It's hard to say that because a lot of you'll have. I mean, a lot of party is like that. But if you say that, you see a lot of Republicans. They'll say, "Okay, tell me your point of view. Let me rebuttal." You don't have a lot of Democrats that say, "Here's my point of view, and here's why your point of view is wrong."
I'll tell you, here's my take on it as an uneducated in politics viewpoint. Democrats love to be super aggressive in how they feel. They will tell you, and if you say anything, it's you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a misogynist, you're whatever the name of the day is for them. And they'll just attack who you are as a person without even knowing who you are based on one sentence. That's what they'll do. And then Republicans are kind of like stuck in old timer ways. Not all of them. I'm talking like the people in politics, the people who are already in the government, like these old white people that seems to be an issue is that they're all old white people. They're kind of stuck in like mixing religion with politics, and they're stuck with viewing the world as like some people are like you can't be gay because it's not right. You can't get married if you're gay. So both of them are wrong. But it's just that the Democrats just come off as way more dickish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're just big fucking dicks all the time. And of course, I'm not talking about all of them again. Same with Republicans, I'm not talking about all of them. I'm saying that's just like, as a person who just casually browses the world events and some people's opinions here and there through mostly through social media, that's how it comes off to me. I have my own beliefs. I don't stick to a party. I just kind of feel how I feel about certain things, and that's that.
Yeah.
So my point of view on them is that they're both pretty shitty in their own ways, but easily, in my opinion, Democrats are way fucking worse. They're
Oh yeah.
so worse. Oh my
You know what I
god,
think it
they come
is?
up with the most fucking bullshit things to get mad about too.
Well, like okay, okay, the here's a good thought on that or a good part on this. So check it
Expansion.
out. So these motherfuckers put in a stimulus package. Okay,
Yes.
this should only be about the stimulus package.
Yes. Yeah,
Only
I
be.
know where you're
The
going with
Democrats
this.
wrote it up, and then they added all kinds of shit, housing, this, that, and this, and all kinds of shit that
Didn't
had
they add
nothing to do with
immigration
it.
stuff in there too?
Immigration shit.
Yeah.
And then they get mad, and then the news reports, oh, Donald Trump turns down second stimulus check, thinks America, blah 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 blah. Do you see what was in there? They are
Because it's
literally
not
doing.
about the stimulus. He
They are
doesn't want to hear
literally doing
about other
everything
things.
they. Yeah, they're doing everything possible to make it their way.
Yeah. And then they
It's
try and turn it on everyone else. They're like,
Yeah.
see,
Oh,
they don't
the
agree with the
Republicans
way
don't.
we're
They
doing
want
it.
you to be poor. They want you to suffer during the crisis. No, motherfucker.
Their
Did you see
focus
what was
was
in that
on
bill?
being a stimulus package,
The
not
the
some Bill
only
of Rights
fucking thing
about
that should have
immigration and shit.
the only thing that should have been in that bill should have been something for the Americans: more
Unemployment,
money,
stimulus
unemployment,
checks, etc.,
housing,
etc.
rent. Like
Business
also, it has to extend
bailouts.
business. It also has to extend to where credit card companies and they have to allow 1 month to go on the back of the note and this that and
Yeah.
this. But they
Mortgage
added
payment
immigration.
stuff.
They added all kinds of shit to this fucking stimulus package. Where of course the Republicans are not going to give them everything they want, so they have to turn it down.
Now they got to go into negotiations, and then it
Yeah, and
delays
there's
the American people
here's the
getting their
fucking
money.
here's the fucking funny thing is there should be no negotiations. Hey, look, or if it is negotiations, it's hey, look, $2 trillion to the Americans, to the people of the United States.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I think it should be 1.5. No,
Yeah.
it's going to be
It should be a
1.75.
value
Okay,
based
that's it, done.
negotiations.
That's it, that's done. This is where we're at. This is where we need to be. We meet in the middle. Boom, start paying out the people that are out of
Yes,
jobs. This, that, and this. Boom, simple end of story.
I agree. But
And
it
but
for some reason
but
it's
the
not
thing
that
is,
simple to them.
but the thing is Trump is not at all. Um, uh, he's part of it too because they put in business for in the Postal Service. They were in debt before, and now the Democrats did put in a business or in a plan for the Postal Service to get like $25 billion. Trump says if the Postal Service doesn't charge Amazon so much more for their packages, then I'm not passing this bill. You're not writing it. Look, dude, check it out. You have almost 1 million people that work for the Postal Service. Okay, the Postal Service is also being hurt because they are taking on Amazons. They are taking on UPS shit to send off, and not a lot of people are sending it. It's fucking letter, or it's all packages,
Yeah.
but from other people. Not all. So look, dude, you got to give the Postal Service some type of money. But of course, they wanted to go. A lot of the Republicans want the Postal Service to go privatized. You go privatized, it's another business. No, it's a government entity. It is under the government. It is a federal job, and now technically not a federal job, but you're still a federal employee. So I don't know, but he's
Yeah.
not fucking innocent in this either. You two motherfucking parties need to come together and say, look, bitches,
Listen up, motherfuckers.
we need to pay the people for the United States. Even though I don't even think the stimulus check should be fucking given out, and here's my opinion why: because of the fact that what you're supposed to do, and it's hard because there's certain jobs that aren't paying out well, and this, that, and this. But I fall for it a lot of the times too in my life, where you're supposed to have, what is it, 3 to 6 months of your bills in your bank account at all times, just in case something happens, such as losing your job, such as shutdown, such as something to pay your bills for that 6 months. On the other hand, a lot of jobs you can't fucking
Yeah,
do
you
that.
can't afford
You
that.
don't make enough money to do that,
Yeah.
where you're paying paycheck to paycheck. So I understand it. Now, it would be, and here's another thing: is the people that are still working, such as myself, such as you, everybody's getting a stimulus check, but we're still working. And I'd rather my dollar right now be worth more than less when they put out more money into fucking circulation, because our dollar's worth less now because they're put more money. They just print money and put it into circulation. So
I
the
mean,
people
they
that are working,
claimed that they were able to do budget cuts to certain things to afford some of the
bullshit.
stimulus, but there's
Budget
no way
cuts.
they're coming up
You know
with
where the
2 or 3 trillion
budget cuts need
dollars.
to come from is
Yeah.
inside the fucking offices. Okay, how do you get? I think what is it? I read where each year, one of the representatives, somebody for their office, they get like $40,000 to furnish their fucking, or when they get hired, they get $40,000 to furnish their office. Motherfucker, $40,000 can
Forty
furnish my fucking
thousand.
house.
Entire
$40,000
house.
entire my house, and I still have $30,000 left over.
Really? Like, come on now, man.
And that's getting
$40,000
hyped for
fucking
shit. That's
dollars.
fucking insane. The pins that Nancy Pelosi Nancy
Pelosi.
Pelosi pins cost.
I think it's very easy to fucking waste money.
Pelosi's impeachment pins aren't 18 karat gold, but are made of the cost of it was $2,500 a pin. Motherfucker, $2,500 for a fucking pin?
How?
Bitch.
You're talking about a pin that like goes on your shirt?
No, a fucking pin to write with.
Oh, a pen. A $2,500 pen? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude. People
All
are
right.
fucking
Well,
insane.
my rant's done. I want to go play
I think
fucking video games.
I want to play Escape from Tarkov. Which,
I
by the
do
way, we
too.
play a lot of that. By the
Yes, we
way,
do. By the way, last note from me: fuck the writers,
the bad ones. The
the
bad
bad
ones.
writers. No, the writers, not the
Not the
protesters.
protesters.
Fuck
The
all the
rioters.
writers. Fuck them
Yes,
all.
I agree. Fuck the rioters. Protesters, keep doing you. And on that, we're out of here. Peace.